because I couldn't have her witnessing what was about to happen. And I went, just go. And she went, I can't leave you. I went, just go, just walk off. So she walked off.
Manhood.
Is that recording or not?
I am.
Oh, that's recording now, yeah.
I was dating a girl called from Sligo. She lived in Barrowford, or Barrowford, near Burnley.
All right.
And we were dating. It was going really well. She was great, really attractive, good in bed, all that jazz. And
all that jazz.
her birthday was really close to Christmas. So for a birthday, she'd been moaning about not having headphones. So I got her a pair of AirPods. That was my first mistake. Set the standards too high, too early.
That's an expensive present.
So then a month or two later, Christmas comes around, and by this point, I'd already reached the stage of, is this working out? So I'd made a joke ages in part of the day, and she said she was from Sligo, and she was saying, oh, people don't really visit Sligo anymore, and the tourism board aren't very good. So I said, do you know what? Their tagline should be, wherever I go, Sligo. And it should be about people that are from Sligo that have moved elsewhere, but they always carry Sligo with them. Yeah. Great ad campaign, I thought. So for Christmas, I just got her a hoodie that said, wherever I go, Sligo on it, and she was fuming.
Did she not like that?
Didn't like it.
This is not the one for you, because that is a good gag.
This was a while ago now. This was a while ago.
I was going to, because I'm going to Sligo next week, so I was going to ask you to message you for any recommendations.
Well, it's where Westlife are from.
Is it really?
Yeah, in fact, Shane still lives there. In fact, this girl that I was seeing, she was in school with Shane Phil, and she had videos of her and Shane in Greece. The play, not the
I always forget the one, the Shane
He's the lead singer that does that croaking. Everybody's looking for that guy.
Brilliant.
Anyway, yeah.
Anything else to do in Ireland?
Well, there's a lovely racetrack in Sligo. It's got a great, what's it called? The point where she lived. It's like a beachy point.
Oh, nice.
That's beautiful. But I don't think so. I think Westlife.
We're driving like the West Atlantic Way, it's called. So
it's beautiful.
down.
Mate, Ireland is gorgeous. Weirdly, though, it's quite an odd place to drive because you are driving on the same side of the road, but it's different. Signs and stuff are ever so slightly different.
They don't left in Europe, in Ireland.
Same as us.
Yeah, because when you go from Northern Ireland over the border, you wouldn't just change sides of the road, would you?
No, but they're driving kilometres.
Oh, God.
Kilometres per hour.
So they've gone full European.
No, I think they've always been like that.
What, even when we owned them?
Let's not...
We owned them.
Tom and I didn't do anything.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Before we were born.
Me and Tom, yeah. That was a joke. Anyway, welcome to Manhood. Got loads of stuff lined up. Should we just push that door too? Because someone's going to walk in, I guarantee it.
Mate, just because you're in front of camera don't mean you don't have to have manners.
Sorry, please.
Sorry about him, Andy.
The key is in the door, please, thank you. Still in the door, please, thank you, in the outside of the door. So they could technically still open it.
Well, this is unbelievably good podcasting material.
Why are you clapping there?
So that we know.
Your Sligo dating story staying in.
Yeah, that can stay in. But telling Andy to shut the door and close the curtains is not good.
Well, I thought it was quite funny how you told me off for not being polite, so it's going to stay in.
Okay, fine.
There you go. Got some good stuff lined up, actually. Some really good stuff. I've got a belter of a Dead or Alive. And I'm watching Ed Gein at the moment. Ed Gein on Netflix. You watching it?
Yes.
Oh, my God. And it really... Have you watched it all?
Yeah, finished it.
Don't tell me what happens. I'm two episodes in. Abby cried off for half an episode. She was like, this is ridiculous.
It is mad. And I didn't know anything about this guy, so I refused to Google it. I blocked keywords on Twitter. I didn't want to know anything about it. And then afterwards, looked it all up, and loads of it is falsified in the TV show.
Oh, brilliant. Perfect. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better.
Some of it's real, but a lot of it's it didn't influence loads of other killers and stuff like that, like they let on in the show.
No, that's true.
How many episodes in are you?
Just 2.
How many episodes in you?
Do you know he does that with his eye? Is that acting, his eye?
Well, it'd be prosthetic, won't it? I think he's really good.
He is good.
Occasionally, those Geordie accent slips out. Have you noticed?
Yeah. No, it's because he's trying to do an American. Someone has been in touch. We've had an email. Oh, my God, it's a bloody miracle. Got a cringe of the week, but something did happen, which was worse than the cringe of the week, which I'm going to mention about. And it's actually not not far from his neck at woods where it happened.
Well, what have you been up to over the last week or so?
I feel like I need to get this one off my chest just straight off the bat.
Because a lot of the feedback is people just want to know what we do.
We went to meet this guy. Okay, so I'll play the clip out because I think we need to tee it up properly. I think you put it on Instagram this morning, actually.
Yeah, and you didn't share it. Why didn't you share that to your followers?
I did.
You didn't?
I'm like, oh, you want to just put it on? It is the evening.
It is mad, though, isn't it? My dad was like, I told my dad. Actually, I've told half that story in my head.
Just play the clip.
Play the clip, and then we'll talk about it.
And Dom Newton, who I met through their show, Banter.
Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah.
It's funny,
I was also
before the show
hired
started.
by ITV to podcast during the World Cup in Brazil, though we recorded in London and Leeds, not Rio, alongside two Bradford City fans, Tom Fletcher and Dom Newton, who I'd met through their show, Bantam's Banter.
We're in a book.
Isn't that mad?
We are in a book. Are you in a book, Andy?
Maybe.
Is it a football hooligan book?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Court papers don't qualify as a book.
But that is my. We've been in books before. We're in a few Bradford City like history books and stuff like that, and we were buzzing about that. But to be in a bestseller autobiography.
So, are you going to tell of how we think we ended up being in the book?
Well, firstly, when I told my dad that, I sent my dad that clip. My dad was like, "What? Like that is so bizarre,
Isn't it?
It's so bizarre that something that we made has led to being in a book." And I know that, like for Alan, we haven't even said who it is. That's Alan Davies.
That's Alan, if you didn't gather,
Jonathan Creek.
Jonathan Creek, yeah.
When I was drunk once, we went down to QI and we were in the green room, and Tom and I had forgotten ourselves a little bit and got absolutely hammered in front of loads of really famous, successful
Well, there were
people.
free booze there, so what else am I going to do?
And I called Alan Creek. Oh man, that was so embarrassing.
I said something as well, and he just went, shh.
Yeah, stop.
I was being too loud, and he went, shh.
Yeah.
And he looked at me and went, just be quiet, you're too loud, and calm down, in a really deadly serious voice. And I went, yeah, you're right, sorry.
That's the cringe of the week, everybody.
That isn't the cringe of the week.
That was bad.
So we at that moment, this is classic Dom, who like he's not backwards and coming forwards, and if he said to Alan, we should be in that. We're not in that book.
Well, we didn't know he had a book coming out.
No, we didn't.
And somebody said, "Oh, Alan, congratulations on the new book."
Yeah.
And I said, "New book?" And he said, "Oh yeah, I've written a follow up to my first biography memoir thing." And I said, "All right, what chapter are we in?"
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And he said, "Why would you be in it?" And I said, "Well, what about all those good times we've had in Halifax and when we were staying at your house and stuff like that in London? What?" And he just went, "Oh yeah." So then we have appeared in it.
We think he went home and then put us in.
Yeah, because he did a rewrite because, touch wood, he's well now, but he had a bit of a health scare.
Yeah, he did.
So he rewrote something, and I think he's just added us in there, which is nice.
It's won an award, this book, isn't it? Because I think, is this the one that's pretty harrowing?
No, that's the first.
So we went to the Ilkley Literary Fest. I can't say where we went because it's so middle class.
Lit Fest, that's what I said.
Ilkley Lit Fest we went, and it's the most middle class place thing you've ever seen in your life. The event is insane. All these really sort of fancy authors and comedians. Anyway, Alan were doing a talk. So
but it's not just middle class, is it? It's like
middle, upper, high. I don't know what the one is at the top is. Is it high class?
Like we're rough. We'd have been on bottom floor at Titanic playing violins, like dancing to Irish music.
We were council estate fodder, weren't we, that night?
But we were in a box.
We were in a box. So this lady,
big deal.
we got introduced in. We didn't have tickets. Alan went, these are my friends. So they walked us into the theatre, Ilkley Theatre, whatever, opposite train station. And these two ladies were really nice. And do you want to sit here? And I went, oh, yeah, we'll be all right here. And Dom went, no. We can't sit there. We're right in their eye line. We're going to put them off. She went, oh, you can sit in the box if you want. And we were like, yes, get us in the Alan Titch match box straight away. So they put us in the box. But weirdly enough, we were literally then in their eye line.
Yeah, which is kind of my fault. But I was right, though, wasn't I? Because he did say... Right. Oh, I didn't spot you until the end.
No, you're right. It did work.
But if we'd have been at the front, it'd have been well awkward.
Yeah. And then he carries on and he's going into like, basically, it was like molested as a kid by his dad. I think that's the story in it. That's the top bottom of it.
Yeah.
It's a harrowing book. It's really horrible. It's won awards. It's a really quite serious conversation. And Dom's phone keeps going off. And I'm like, put it on silent. And Dom's like, I can't. It's broken.
And it kept going off.
And Dom does this reaction where he's clearly panicking and he doesn't know how to shut his phone. So he grabs it with this intensity I've ever seen in my life. And he's almost trying to crush his phone.
I was trying to cover the speakers.
He's pushing it against his leg and it's going...
So I just threw it on the floor.
And they went, and he went, oh, it's Teddy, I think he's ringing me. So then Dom got up, and there was like a really horrible part where I was like, yeah, you know, my dad and all this, whatever. And Dom got up, left the door, but he didn't close. It's like the door slammed.
I didn't realise it had slammed me.
And he left me in this balcony, which is like clearly, it's like the royal balcony, the royal box. Everyone like looks up at me, and I'm like, it's not me. It's him, he's left. Anyway,
sorry about that.
Doms comes back in, sits down, and guess what happened? His phone goes off again. And I think your phone must be faulty.
Yeah. But that's how we ended up in the book.
That's how we ended up in the book.
And he is the nicest guy. And do you know what? We should hire him as an agent because he also spoke about us on the Parenting Hell podcast.
Have you got a clip of that?
He said it was a great... Yeah, I do actually. He said it's a great podcast or something.
Send me it. And
I thought everyone had forgotten about us.
WhatsApp it to me.
Listen to this.
Oh, you just put it in mic, yeah? Good idea.
Yeah, sorry. You're in a 1982 World Cup England shirt with the colours across the... Yes, it looks like you're in a knockoff version of one of them. You're having a lovely time.
That was from I was making podcasts with the two. There's a really good podcast called Bantam's Banter. It's two Tom and Dom. I know that's we do podcasts in the world.
I do feel like Rob underplayed our relationship. I know those guys. Just tell everyone how brilliant we are or something, please.
We're best mates, Rob, practically.
Yeah, for God's
That's what I tell everyone.
He's actually up in Halifax. You think we can convince him to do a podcast again with us?
No.
Probably not, because it's another scenario where we got drunk and ruined it.
What we should have really
I don't even drink that much, and yet when I meet all these people, I'm always pissed. It's your influence.
It's Dutch courage, probably is my influence.
You love a bit of booze, don't you?
I didn't drink on Friday at the event, on last Friday.
Yeah, no, but that's because we both drove. And to be fair, you did have a drink.
I had 1 pint.
Yeah, so you are, yeah.
I think we're still under the limit.
Yeah, oh, very much so, very much so. But you love a tipple, don't you?
Oh, I love it. I had a Boddingtons on Saturday. Anyway, I lost my train of thought of my alcoholism.
By the way, I found out. So on Saturdays,
yeah,
now you can just smell the abattoir all across Bradford.
Yeah,
the smell of death.
The Leeds Road abattoir.
It's chickens.
Yeah, I knew it was chickens.
Oh,
well, it's not going to be pork, is it?
Well, it could have been other meat, beef.
No, beef would smell nice.
Would it?
Yeah.
I don't think dead beef would.
If you had beef, the burning bones, it's the calcium.
Is it?
The smell is the calcium in the bones.
Oh, God.
And just someone who told me that was an absolute guy outside pub. Yeah, mate. I went, God, that stinks. He went, you know what that is, don't you? What? It's calcium in bones. They're burning chicken bones. It's calcium. All of a sudden, it turned into Brian Cox from being an absolute reprobate.
You're like Jim Carrey then. You took the form of another person.
I did.
But it is the worst smell. It's rancid. I made the mistake of getting a bag of pork scratchings. And it smelled exactly like the abattoir.
Yeah, that's not good.
I still ate them, but every one I put in my mouth was going...
The thing is, it's not very welcoming, is it? When you go into Bradford, people are like, oh my God, Bradford actually just smells.
And to be fair, the smell's not the least welcoming part either, is it? No. Bloody hell.
It don't bode well. Like, they've tried, we're on Look North, they tried to close them down, and they were like, you got to stop burning bones. And they were like, yes, okay. And then Saturday morning came, burn them now, they don't work. Council don't work Saturdays, so they can't.
But ironically, that's when most people are in Bradford.
I know, exactly, on a Saturday.
It is disgusting.
So they've obviously done it. So if you ring Health and Safety or Environment Agency, they're closed. Please call back on Monday at 9
Can you
a.m.
complain about smell?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
My friend
Martin,
Martin,
going to city centres.
And maybe I shouldn't have named him, but there'll be loads of policemen called Martin. Look.
Clap.
He told me that's what death smells like, basically. Like when you go to a...
Chicken bones.
Or someone who's been dead in their flat for a while or whatever. That's what it smells like. Like the same as the abattoir.
God. So is it really chicken bones?
So if you smell that
or
smell...
are they burning something else?
Check on your neighbours.
Yeah. They're burning something else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Bodies?
You never know, do you? You gotta be careful.
I've actually smelt that smell before.
Well, if I'm going to get rid of a body, where would I go? I'd ring an abattoir.
It's awful, innit? When I lived in Otley, there was a funeral home about maybe half a mile from my house, and occasionally you got that smell.
Yeah, it's bad, ain't it?
It's if they had like a body that had been dead for a while.
Where would you get rid of a body?
Where would I get rid of a body? Yeah. Now, I don't want to make myself sound like a psychopath here, but I have got rid of a few. No, I'm joking. I've been thinking sometimes when I've been driving on the motorway, why don't people just throw bodies at a random spot? Like in a bit of dark motorway. Yeah. Just throw a body in a verge. No one's ever going to find that.
That's true. And also that the trail up there, there's normal people leave a trail, don't they? Like, there's a bit of thread on that, bit of moss.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're out of a travelling car,
you need an accomplice to throw it out the back as you move.
They're quite heavy, I think, aren't they?
But why don't they do that? If you just threw it in a random verge on a long motorway that's got
M62 over the tops.
Yeah, I've not thought about it much, but that's what I'd do.
What about you, Andy? Where are you getting rid of a body?
Septic tank.
Hang on, let me turn you up.
You're very quiet. Are you all right there? Is that the first time you've spoken this morning?
Septic tank.
Septic tank? With all poo and wee? All right, interesting.
Sounds like you might have a body in a septic tank somewhere. Is this what the book you mentioned in is about?
Anyway, get in touch, manhoodpod@gmail.com. Where would you get rid of a body?
Do you know what I was thinking about this when I was watching the Ed Gein thing? Although that's based on a true story, so it's slightly different. But you know, people that write horrors and write thrillers and stuff, how are they not in institutions? Because if I just thought one day I started making notes about how I would mutilate bodies or what sort of like weird saw-like machines I would come up with to kill people, I'd be in an institution. Well, but how are these directors doing it?
Alfred Hitchcock just knocking his door. He's clearly a wrong 'un.
Which is weird, because in the 50s and stuff, when Hitchcock was knocking about, they thought, this guy is mad. Yeah. These are scary films. You watch him now, it is tame.
Oh, it's definitely.
But the thing is, where he was, there was no gore or anything like that. Like on Psycho, for instance, all you see is a shower curtain rustling around and then blood going down the drain, and people back in the day shat their pants.
They were being sick in the cinema, weren't they?
Yeah.
I've never seen Psycho, but I know that scene.
Yeah.
The shower scene.
Yeah, I mean, I tried, like, when I was studying media at school, and I tried watching Hitchcock films. They're quite hard to watch.
Yeah, they're difficult. And they're also black and white. Black and white films are hard work.
Yeah, but what amazes me about people like Hitchcock and like the way they film stuff, and Spielberg's exactly the same. They're the original. There's no influence. They came up with that.
No, like, they'll have had some influence.
But Steven Spielberg is like the director for us, isn't he? Like all of his films are like so essential to our generation. How has he consistently come up with all of those incredible films? E.T., Indiana Jones.
Just from his brain.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, just from his brain.
It boggles my mind.
But you're right, because there was no one... Oh, no, there were Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That were about aliens, wasn't it? He must have taken some experience from somewhere. Or someone.
Yeah, well, I know that Indiana Jones was that they wanted to bring back old school adventure films.
Yeah.
But it's the way they shoot it, the angles and stuff. Like Hitchcock, no one had ever done that before.
Spielberg,
that sort of suspense and stuff.
And will there be another Spielberg? Will the kids be talking about another director like we talk about Spielberg?
Who?
Exactly, there won't be.
Christopher Nolan.
Oh, and bloody TikTok. Anyway, it's time for...
That's enough intelligent speak for Tom this week. We did have a complaint about Dead or Alive.
For God's sake, Dom.
Somebody said they winced when you did the Madeleine McCann one, so it better not be that sort of thing. Dead or Alive, Jamie Bulger. Better not be that.
No. It's similar vibes, but no.
I feel bad for making that joke.
Dead or Alive? What that? This is the feature where I name a famous person or two, and Dom's got to guess if they're dead or alive.
Okay.
These two this week.
Did they die together?
They did die together. Do you want them both together or separate?
Let's give them both. Let's get this absolutely disastrous feature out of the way.
Never got this far in the jingle, actually. I really like it. Rose West and Tommy Cannon.
Why have you paired those two together? They're both dead, but why have you done that?
Okay, you jumped in quick. He's gone in completely dry. You've gone in really quick. So are you locking in that? Bearing in mind, it's a 5-all draw as it stands in the league table, as you can see behind us, that I've never put up and I keep forgetting.
I'm locking in.
You're locking in the both dead?
Yeah.
Rose West and Tommy Cannon?
Yeah.
I need some sort of like round of applause.
Well, Rose West.
6-4. Both alive.
Yeah, Rose.
Both alive. He's got the wrong double axe dead. He's got the...
Which one with the little chubby one with
Bobby Ball's dead and Fred West is dead.
Rose West's still alive?
Rose West's still alive and she's walking the streets.
What? No, she isn't.
No, she isn't. Sorry. That's wrong.
They're both alive?
Yeah. Oh my God, 6-4. I'm getting really good at this feature. It started off with
I don't know if that's something to be proud of.
It started off with first one like Jesus or whatever. And
but you're not. What? How are you good at that feature?
Because I'm.
You're just googling whether people are dead or alive.
I'm figuring out what you're going to say, and I knew you'd think Rose West and Tommy Cannon because I knew you knew a cannon and ball. One of them were dead.
Well, you got me. Well done.
6'4".
I don't know a serial.
There's a four. There's a four. I don't know why I'm going through serial killers. When we were talking about how you get rid of a dead body, I'm actually thinking I need to do dead or alive. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
okay. That might be the last time we do that feature. I think I'll just take the loss.
No, we got.
I can't do it. I feel so
it's the
guilty.
first to 10.
These are real people, real lives,
episode
and deaths.
Whatever it is, 40. End of this season. Whoever's losing has got to do a forfeit live on the podcast. Forfeit undecided.
Okay.
Right?
Do you remember when we tried that? Because, I mean, we've tried hundreds of things, haven't we?
We literally have.
Ever since Bantam's Banter got to number 1 on iTunes, we've chased that high ever since and failed miserably. And we once made a series where we played FIFA and had to do forfeits.
Oh, we did loads. We ate raw heart and liver and lungs.
Saltfish, do you remember that?
Saltfish.
Which essentially was just fish with an inch of salt on it. It was weird.
We were doing tinned fish reviews before tinned fish reviews were a thing.
We did. You drank breast milk.
Breast milk. Everything we think of gets done, whether it's better or not, I don't know, within 6 months, and it becomes a thing. Done it.
I'm annoyed, actually, that we did Bantam's Banter all those years ago, and people laughed at us. I feel like that Nigel Farage, that clip where he's going, they laughed at me, but who's laughing now? People used to take the piss out of us for doing a podcast. It was like pirate radio.
I went into, after the game on Saturday, I went into the pub by myself, which is always weird after the game because I was going to Leeds. Anyway, I need toilet, so I queuing for toilet in Bar and Fable. I didn't buy a drink, by the way. I was just using the toilet for free. Anyway,
okay, you don't need to explain yourself to me.
Queuing up, and there was a guy behind me. Recognise you? I went, all right, okay, mate. You're right, yeah, I don't know. Brighouse. I went, oh no, that podcast Bantam's Banter. Anyway, it happens, doesn't it? That was
still
good.
Happens.
And as I walked down the corner, down the bottom of the toilets, there was another guy who said to the guy, I can't believe you didn't know who that was. And I was there. I went, what? He went, it's the famous Tom from Bantam's Banter. You didn't know who it was. I could tell it was when I heard his voice speaking. And he had a big pink Mohican like Spudman.
Wow.
Now that were an ego boost.
That is nice. Yeah.
And I swaggered off
We've
like
had a
Conor
couple
McGregor.
of ego boosts, haven't we? I actually had an idea that I was discussing with Andy before the show because, again, at that Bradford City dinner, loads of people were coming up to us saying, oh, where's the podcast? A few people say, oh, how's the podcast going? Like,
Yeah, well, how about you listen to it, mate?
Yeah,
You'll find out.
we haven't done it for a
Nobody
decade.
listens to it, and it's terrible. That's how it's going.
But we were getting a lot of smoke blown up our arse, and it was nice, and we need that sometimes, don't we? Because sometimes we've got a bit of an ego. And
Anyway.
it's fine, it's nice to have it buttered up. But
Go on, what's the idea?
the idea was, if someone made a large enough donation to the Derby Rimmer Foundation, we'd bring it back.
Definitely. That's a good idea, actually, yeah.
I'll be honest, it helps that Bradford City are having a lovely spell. But if someone made a big enough donation, I think I could be convinced.
Yeah, I reckon £1,000. We take our expenses out. The charity get 800.
I was thinking this because of how unbothered our kids were with us on Saturday as well. They're too old now, aren't they? Only Nico. Nico loves sitting between us.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He's just getting a live show.
He's the only one we've got left.
That's true, actually.
Theo doesn't care. Theo's
Theo's
just
growing up,
watching it on his own and talking to your dad. Ted's normally got his arm around his...
Molly now.
He's what?
Sorry. I didn't mean knee deep. I mean, he's with Molly.
So all they're bothered about is each other.
Ted celebrated. He clipped her elbow, clipped her ear, didn't he, when he celebrated the goal? And Molly were like, ow!
She's not made for the terraces.
No, she's not. And she'd never been in a pub, which we found fascinating, didn't we, before the game?
It's so weird during games when stuff's happening. We're just fussing Nico. Oh, Nico, yeah. To be fair, Nico's normally the one with the snacks.
It is. Anyway, I need to move on to trauma because I'll forget to say it.
It's so funny you don't listen sometimes and you just think, because in your head you're thinking, how do I get to the next feature?
Well, I don't.
Anyway, Dom, shh.
Do you know what? You're actually getting me down talking about the boys growing up at football.
Mate, I realise this.
I think Theo does care. And
He does.
Theo does want us there. So when you say he don't want us there, I think he does.
No, but it was just for the anecdote. It wouldn't have been funny. I said, oh, Nico, Theo could give or take, really. But our kids are a constant reminder of how time's disappearing.
Yep. We spoke about this numerous times.
But because for adults, if you didn't have kids, time would stand still a little bit, wouldn't it? Whereas kids, because they're growing up and evolving and changing and things in their lives are different all the time.
I don't know. My dad's retired
reminded.
and he says that time goes quite quick. In between trips to Witherspoons every week.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that time actually stood still. I meant that you just get into a rut.
Yeah, routine.
Yeah. Whereas...
And that goes quicker.
Because life goes staggeringly quick, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Look at how quickly we hit 40. We started trying to make successful content in our early 20s, and look at where we are now. Still struggling.
No, we're not. It's not that unsuccessful.
Well, no, we had success with Bantam's Banter, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, mate. And
I'm trying not to be a negative ninny.
And you are, you're doing well not to be. And we should really just brought that back. And we spoke about it at length. If people come up to us and say love Bantam's Banter, they're not saying love manhood, then, maybe we should stop dwelling on the... yeah,
just go back to this.
Anyway, do you want to hear about my trauma?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I forgot about this.
Messaged Dom last week and said something happened to me. And it was honestly... And I think you two might both have a little story about it as well. So we went for Theo's football training, went for a walk, and that day all I'd eaten that day was 5 bags of crisps, out-of-date crisps, spicy Doritos crisps.
Why?
So, I don't know, because they were there and I need eating and I can't throw food away. I can't throw it away.
Yeah,
I've got a problem. I need help. Somebody call the doctor.
Well, we both do. I think should we just both go on Mangiaro? Because then at least if it does shrink you, Willie, at least we'll have it in common.
Inject it in my veins. So I've eaten these Doritos, spiced Doritos, Chris, and Abby goes, let's go for a walk whilst Theo's football training in Lightcliffe. Now, you know Lightcliffe very well.
Yep.
So he's training at the school, and we'll go, let's go walk around the cricket club and the golf club course, and it's all like nature and woodland and stuff. So we're doing a bit of a loop, and I can feel a bit of a rumble in the jungle. Yeah, you know what's coming, don't you? Bit of rumble in the jungle, and I'm thinking, I'll be all right. I'm really good at holding it in, actually. I can hold it in for days. Yeah, I can hold it in for hours, days.
Days? That's not good. You can get compacted.
No, not days. Probably 12 hours.
Okay.
Probably 12 hours, depending on the consistency. Anyway, so we get up to Lightcliffe Club, where Andy loves to go drinking with his cronies, and we're walking past there and I think, I need toilet. I'll go to Becky and Phil's house. Ring. Only... Becky's in the kids, and I'm not comfortable firing laser beams at my backside when there's kids there listening. And I'm thinking, I'll be all right. I can hold this in down the path which borders the golf club. Do you know where the path? There's a scout hut. There's houses and gardens and the golf course. This is the nature we're dealing with, okay? So I'm walking on this path, and I just went, oh my God, and I was paralysed.
Coach Lane?
What?
Is it Coach
Lane?
Where they've done numerous BBC filming extensions there recently.
Have they really?
Yeah, they did that Gentleman Jack, the film that I'm there.
The film Gentleman Jack round here. It's really quite a famous area, full of history. Anne Lister grew up around there.
Yeah.
A lesbian lover lived in that house. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm paralysed from the waist down. I cannot move my legs. And Abby goes, what's wrong? She thinks I'm struggling. I'm dying. I went, I have to go. And I went, you go. And she went, what? And it was dusk. And I went, just go. And I sent her off down Kirkshire Lane, which is like basically a raper's paradise. Because I couldn't have her witnessing what was about to happen. And I went, just go. And she went, I can't leave you. I went, just go, just walk off. So she walked off. She marched off.
Was it just you and Abby?
Just me and Abby. And I had a choice. Someone's back garden, the scout hut, grounds, or the golf course. What are you going for? Option A, B, or C? Well, I enabled him.
I think I'd maybe try and find a bush at the golf course.
Thank you. Golf course. So I jump over the wall.
Isn't that the golf course you play at, though?
No, it isn't. It's thank God. So I'm over the wall. I'm thinking, oh, thank God for this. And I just find this bush. It's probably about 3 meters from wall. And I'm in this bush. And it's not really a bush. It's like scrubland and I'm literally stood on a golf ball. Oh, bloody hell, a golf ball there. And I had to go pants down. And I just went for it. And it's all flying out of me. Anyway, I'm thinking, right, oh my God, what do I do? And the only thing I'm surrounded by is ivy. And have you ever whacked your bum with ivy?
Oh, no, surprisingly, no. I've never tried that.
It's a waxy leaf. Ivy is a waxy leaf. So all I'm doing is moving it around.
Oh my God.
It's horrible, this, isn't it?
But you know what? I've been in a situation where I've been caught short before. And if you get into a good position, there's not much wiping needs to be done.
No, mate, bearing in mind I've spent half an hour trying to negotiate this back up my rectum. These things that need dealing with down there.
Oh, man.
So I'm in this bush. I'm surrounded by ivy. I've got nothing tangible to wipe and thinking, what's the next best thing? I need to use my underpants. So then I've got a baggy T-shirt on. I don't know why I'm wearing a baggy T-shirt. I'm wearing a baggy T-shirt, and I'm worried that's going to get caught in it. I'm trying to hold my phone for torch to see where I'm going. I need like 8 arms. So basically, I don't know why I did that. I took my T-shirt off.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm topless. And then so pants by my ankles. Anyway, so I thought, I'm going to have to wipe my bum with my underpants. So then I take my shorts and my underpants off, and now I'm completely naked in the bush. Anyway, so I used the underpants as a...
What did you do with the underpants?
As a rag, and I lobbed them. I lobbed them in the bush. But I tell you what, between the fringe of the green and the bush, it must be about 2 meters.
Oh, man.
So someone's definitely going to find them. Shorts back on, commando, baggy t-shirt back on. And I thought, I can't go back on that path. Ever again. So I walked through the golf course and then I found Abby, and Abby were like, "You all right?" Abby were ringing me going, "I'm petrified."
The thing is,
and I went, "I'm sorry, Abby, I've got bigger fish to fry."
I've seen CCTV from golf clubs where like lads have been drunk and shit on the golf course. I would love it. I would love it if there was CCTV. That would be the best thing that's ever happened to me. It would. Yeah, the best thing. If I saw CCTV of you shitting and then getting naked in a bush, it would be the greatest thing that's ever happened to me.
It's bad, that, innit?
Yeah, please. If you work at that golf club, we won't say what the golf club is, but geographically speaking, if you'll know what golf club that is if you listen to this.
Actually, that's a really good point. I think someone's going to go fishing for those boxes. Don't. It'll scare you for life.
What do you think you are? You think someone's going to go try and find a memento, put your shitty undies on eBay?
It's from Spudman last week. It'll be him. Anyway, you must have pooed in a bush before. You must have.
Yeah, I have.
Where, when, how? Was it as bad as that?
Northcliffe Woods in Shipley.
What did you do?
I once on a walk. I just found somewhere private.
But was it solid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
I've been in the situation where if you have sometimes when I was younger, if I'd had a coffee in the morning, it'd be like fucking missiles. I once was on the school bus and I'd only just got on it, got this awful rumbling in my tummy, and I have to get off at the next stop and then waddle back home. and then just going to school late.
Yeah.
I'd rather go into school late than shitty pants. I once did a fart at school and that was wet, and I had to go to reception and say, "Look, I'm going to be honest here. I've shit my pants. I need my mum to pick me up."
Phil's got a lot of poo in his pants stories, and he likes to Phil wipes his bum randomly, just in case.
Yeah. Once, what?
He'll just wipe.
It took me a while to process that. Then what?
He'll say, "Won't be a minute," and he'll go off, and he'll just come back and say, "I just had to wipe my bum." I'm like, what, did you have a poo? No, I just went to wipe my bum. And apparently it's a thing.
Who pre-wipes?
Just halfway through day.
Is it because it was itchy? Might have had an itchy.
Well, it's either a wet fart or he's got an itch or it's sweaty.
Or he's shit his butt. He's shit himself and thinks that a better story to tell would be that he pre-wipes.
Yeah. Andy, have you pooed in a bush?
Can't think I have, to be honest. No.
Would you think Andy's a bush pooer? Looking at him.
I don't poo on planes. I've never had a poo on a plane.
Yeah.
I've never had a poo on a plane.
I think you like your own toilet, you.
Yeah, I'm one of them kind of people.
Yeah.
I literally have my own toilet.
Did you really have your own toilet?
I don't like I don't like pooing out of home.
No,
I'd have to be caught short.
It's not good. And I felt so dirty. I went back to school and Abby were like, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Is there showers I can use?" I saw myself out in a school toilet. And you've ever been in a school toilet before? A kid's school toilet.
Yeah, this sounds like it could be an absolute disaster.
Yeah, and there were barely a toilet roll left.
You could have embarrassed your kids.
I washed my hands like 18 times.
Yeah, but why were you in a school?
Theo was playing football in the school training.
Oh my God! Why didn't you just go home?
Well, I had to wait for Theo to finish.
There is not a chance I would have shit in a bush and then gone to my child's school.
No, it's not his school, but his school. So we sat in the car and Abby just couldn't stop laughing, and I would just sat like that.
So you were commando in a school?
Abby goes, yeah, technically. Abby goes, "You're completely pale," and I went, I'm in shock. That's the most horrible thing I've ever had to do in my life, and I've had to do some horrible things.
Mate, this is the thing now. As we age, our guts are so delicate. I've told you, mate, all I've got to do is look at a slice of bread now and I'm bloated. It's an absolute nightmare. My body's shaped sometimes the Roswell alien, like a little hump. I look pregnant sometimes.
What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this?
I was sick on someone by accident. I'd need to be sick, It's coming. So
on the face?
In Charles de Gaulle Airport. And I ran into this toilet, first one locked, we're all locked. Then third one, I pushed it, they were unlocked. So I puked up. Sadly, there were a guy sat on it who'd forgot to lock it.
Oh my God.
On his lap?
Yeah.
Oh!
So she said to him, "Sorry, mate, you should lock it, you have to learn your lesson," and ran off.
He's like,
the English.
I love that you blamed him. It's your fault for not locking the door.
literally, you could have directed it side or something, or a bit down.
What are the chances that guy's listening? Is like, because imagine being that guy. Someone English bloke has just burst in, puked in your lap as you're having a shit, and then just gone and said it's your fault.
And then he had to get a plane someplace.
Get a plane.
9-hour flight.
He's not cleaning himself up, is he?
He's been telling that story now forever. Every time he's with people or as a party, he's like, "Oh, I was once in a toilet at an airport. Some English brute came in and puked on me.
Oh, I fucking hate the English. They are horrible. They spit sick on me. People on me. Yeah. That's probably why the French hate the English. Probably one of the reasons.
This is one of those things, though. I mean, my memory is terrible. I'm actually genuinely worried about my cognitive.
I am as well.
Cognitive
my
decline.
memory's bad. My memory's really.
I'm
bad.
really worried about it. Like, I forget important stuff. It's not just like, oh well, that person's told me something I'm not interested in, so I won't remember that.
Yeah.
Which does happen a lot. But I forget important stuff, and I need to get that looked at. I think.
Do you make lists and do you put stuff in your calendar though?
Yeah, but then I forget I've made the list.
Yeah.
I become so. I just forget to look at my calendar.
Yeah, I look every day.
I need to start putting everything in my calendar.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe we're relying so much on a digital world that our brains are just sapped of anything. That's why we need to get on this MND, don't we?
No. You've done it again. It's called NMN.
Sorry.
MND is a horrific disease that...
Oh, sorry. Shit.
Yeah.
It's because we went to that Stephen River night. You cut it out. Clap your hands. Clap your hands, Tom.
No.
Clap your hands. We need to get these tablets, don't we? These manual tablets.
NMN. This is another thing that's annoying, isn't it? Is that look, on the last episode we were saying, "Oh, we're going to get NMN, and we'll prove to our audience whether it works or not." Literally this week, Ralph Little and that other one from 2 Packets of Lager did an advert for Newman NMN.
Will Smith.
What's he called?
Will Meller. I know, literally. And
the studio looks like ours.
They're paying them. They are paying them for what we suggested.
Yeah,
but they will have tangible listeners.
The problem is we just don't have time, do we? We're too busy. That clip would have been done, it'd have looked good, but I just don't have the time to do it. And when I do have time to myself, I'm just slumped on the sofa watching shit.
You do right. Can I just say, and this is from heart to heart,
yeah.
I will never, ever...
Is there some sad music playing? Yeah.
I'll never hold it against you, mate. You put what you can into this podcast.
No, I hold it against you about Banter's Banter.
Yeah, and I will never hold anything against you. Thanks. You do enough in this world. You do enough for this podcast.
I do. I actually do too much for one person, I think. I'm done.
Who's the one person? Teddy?
Not me.
Oh, sorry. We've had an email. This is from...
I meant I do too many things for one person to take on. Not I'm doing too many things for a single person.
Yeah. Well, that's poor Ted.
I just need to find love, don't I? That'll stop
you do actually.
That'll cure what
you do. It will cure. And if there's any female listeners out there who want a handsome guy with silvery grey eyes,
attracting them,
steely look.
Look at the state of me there. I look like a truck driver.
Anyone want a grey-haired, steely look truck driver who's got a short fuse?
Do you know what? I'm just desperate for my beard and hair to just be grey now. I feel like it's taking the piss out of me. Yeah. It's mocking me by colour just lingering.
You've got 2 bits here which are they're clinging on, aren't they?
I thought it'd look cool when you get these like black patches left. You know, some people get really cool patterns, don't they?
Yeah. You do remind me of someone. You remind me of Johnny Cash's son. Have you heard of Johnny Cash's son?
His music sounds just like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, but he's a really big fella.
No, not the size. In your face. You look like you've got a weathered face, like you've lived a life.
That combined with a guy coming up to me on Friday and saying, "Oh, nice to see you. You've put on some timber." It's absolutely fucking disastrous week for me, looks-wise. Sorry. And when looks is all I've got.
No, you've got a little bit of it.
I'm just joking. That was a joke, by the way. I don't want people coming on saying, "Oh, listen to him talking about how good-looking he is."
Fed up of that. Stephen Dransfield's been in touch. All right, lads. And by the way, thank you for the email, Stephen. Really appreciate you getting in touch. Listen to this week's podcast, saw it in my feed, which surprised me. It's been so long since your last season, I thought you'd packed it in.
Yeah, well, we're close, mate. We're close. Assume, if you're a listener, it's always on the brink of never happening ever again.
Yeah, that's actually a great one. Yeah, we should put that on a t-shirt. Anyway, enjoyed it a lot. A few laughs out loud moment. I can't read. A few laugh out loud. He's actually put laughs out loud, so he's got a typo there. Moment. So good effort. Why don't you both get one of those health checks done where you get a thing like blood tests and a stool sample? Well, my stool sample's in the bush up at Lightcliffe for bowel cancer, etc. Time to see who's the healthiest.
It's a good idea, that, isn't it?
So we're pitting our healthier against each other. Anyway, keep it up.
That's a good idea.
It's improving every episode. Makes me smile every time we talk about golf.
So patronising.
As I don't know. I don't know if you remember, Tom, but you brought my left-handed golf clubs me off years ago, and I do. It was in Dricklington. Sounds like you stuck with it longer than I did. Cheers, Steve. But what's more interesting about Steve's email is his, what's it called, signature on his email.
Oh, yeah.
Steve, this is from Stephen Drensfield, property finance specialist. Blah, 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 www. Please note, my working days are now Monday to Thursday in bold red. Any emails received on Friday will be reviewed on the following Monday. Thank you for your understanding in capital letters.
No, I like that. He's prioritised himself. He's given himself an extra day in the week. I love that.
I love that as well. And that is the boldest thing out of the entire email. The fact that do not you dare reply to email on Friday.
Tell you what, being in that job, he's probably got a few quid. Do you want to pay for these health checks? Because they're not cheap, are they?
No, they're not, yeah. I think
quid.
he does have a good idea, though. I think we should definitely get blood, stool samples, wee samples, bloody whatever.
Yeah, but we'd have to go private for that.
We've both got private.
Yeah, I know, but those are additional fees. If you want a full body checkup, it's like you've got to pay for that.
Oh, like an MOT?
Yeah, it's like an MOT. I would love to have one of those, though.
An MOT?
Like a human MOT.
Yeah, I would.
I would love it, but I'd be scared that someone would show up and I'd be like, oh, fuck.
And they'd check everything.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
Yeah, I'd love that, though.
Every nook and cranny.
Wouldn't you love that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. BMI, weight, blood, white blood cell, red blood cells.
I did go. I went on a spa day, and I went on one of those machines.
You're laughing at the fact I went on the spa day.
Sometimes
You're yagging it.
What?
Sadly, booper, is it?
But I went on a spa day and stood on one of those machines that like reads
Wobbles you.
And it said that my age was younger than I am. It said it was like 32, and I'm 39.
All right.
But so I was buzzing about that, and the person at the spa said, "Oh no, most people are at your age. They're getting in the 20s if they're healthy."
Yeah, I still lost. Yeah. Who said that to you, the robot?
The person at the spa.
All right. I went on one of those machines, and he went, one person at a time, please.
Can I be honest? Everyone goes on about spa days, how they need it to relax and stuff like that, but it don't work for me.
Why? Are you stressed?
Well, because because it's quiet and I'm relaxed. I'm just thinking about all the stuff I have to worry about as soon as the spa day is over.
That's ADHD as well, that. You can't switch off.
I can't switch off.
Yeah.
My brain, that's a serious point. My brain never switches off.
I know it don't.
Like, I wake up thinking already. It's like I'm idling when I'm sleeping. I'm not switched off. Yeah, like an idling car. And then I wake up and I'm already mid-think.
This is a great analogy, and you're straight into second gear.
It's a nightmare. Do you know what it's like?
Get your hands off your mic. I can hear him in headphones.
I'm living quicker. That's what it feels like. Like life is just going through my hands, and I'm going. It's like trying to grab water coming down a tap. Like,
Oh, dumb.
Yeah, I need to slow down a bit.
Anyway,
I became single when I was 32, when I'm now 39.
You need to slow down. Not only in this podcast going about how you're getting old, because you're making me feel old as well.
I'm going to put my cap on backwards so I feel younger. There we go, young.
You need to slow down, short term and long term. We're nearly done, but we're not.
Thanks for that psychological analysis. Thank you, Dr. Freud.
This is the problem with me doing a running order at the desk. I'm rattling through your prognosis whilst getting to the cringe of the week.
Ah, yeah.
Would you like to know the truth about the stories regarding me taking my trousers down?
Cringe of the week. So one of us will have a cringe of the week. Dom never has one. And you'd think me pulling in a bush would be cringe of the week, wouldn't you?
I can't think of anything worse. Surely not.
Yeah, there is something worse. We went down to London on a pub crawl. Obviously a pub crawl. Me drinking again. Drinking all day in Camden. Loads of different pubs, blah, blah, blah.
Spenny.
Expensive. No, £40 return for a ticket.
I was talking about the beer, but yeah.
It was cheaper to get a train to London than it was a taxi to Leeds the other night. 65 quid, by the way, taxi way home, middle of the night. Can I say something funny really happened? I'm digressing now. You need to listen. Put your phone down. Abby got in the taxi, and she obviously had a few wines, and she got in the taxi, and the time on the digital time above, on the front of the taxi, read 12:34. She got the taxi and went, oh my God, it's £12.34 already. It won't even set off. How fun is that?
Is that the cringe?
No, that ain't the cringe. So we're getting the train home.
That is quite
and Neil, my mate, buys loads of biscuits to offer people. He's done it before. It's his thing.
On a pub crawl?
On the train home.
Oh, fine.
So on the train home, LNER, and he's getting loads of biscuits, and he buys a pack of ginger nuts, he buys some milk digestive biscuits, some dark digestive biscuits. He's got 3 packs of biscuits. And everybody who walks past, man, woman, child, do you want a biscuit? Do you want a biscuit? Do you want a biscuit? It's just something he does.
Yeah.
And he's a stay-at-home dad, so he's being creative in his time off. It's really nice. So I'm supporting him, saying, "Yeah, get yourself a biscuit to everybody." And people are like, "Oh no!" And then they always come back for one, and it kills 3 hours basically. And this one guy turns up, and he walks and goes, "Do you want a biscuit?" And he goes, "Oh no, not really. I don't really like them. Milk digestive." And I went, "What about that one?" And he went, "Oh no, thanks." I went, "Oh, there's some ginger nuts over there." And he went, "You what?" And he was bright ginger as hair.
Oh.
He were complete.
That's his fault for taking it wrong, though.
Mate, he offered me up.
What?
He offered me up. I went, "What?" And he went, "Oh my God." And I looked at his hair, I went, "Oh God, I'm so sorry." Honestly, I didn't even realise. I actually said, "I know your hair's really obvious." I didn't realise. And put the 2 and 2 together. Do you want a ginger nut to the ginger guy? And he went, "You're trying to be big and hard in front of all your mates." I went, "No, not at all." I said, "I can't be bothered with a fight. I'm so tired. I've been drinking since 10 a.m. And he went, "Right, that's it. Next station," and all this, and going off and on. And he went to the toilet, walks back, as I go at me again. But it's not on, it's not on." I'm like, "Mate, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it." Meanwhile, my mate slaps me on my face, across my face. It's like punishment. A proper slap.
I bet you were happy about that. I've seen you in that position before where someone's maybe giving you a dig in the arm or something. You lose your rag a little bit.
I was confused. I was like...
You go like this, you go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's what I said. And then he hit me again. My mate slapped me again.
I've seen it.
As if to say, your punishment for being rude to the ginger guy is I'm gonna slap you. It made me think that you need to do more cringy things, really.
Oh, I do cringy things all the time.
What? Anything this week? To be fair, we're leaving in the Irish dating story because that's pretty cringy. Have you got any cringy dating stories? Come on. Any you can dangle the dating carrot.
I've ever told the story of my very first date after I'd become single again. And because Teddy had come to live with me, I left it a couple of years without dating. And then obviously there's people like you saying, "Oh, come on, Dom.
I don't think you've told any dating stories. So try, give us a go.
You've got to get on the apps. You've got to do it. So I got on the apps.
As if I said that.
Well,
I've been married about 35 years.
No, you did. But you wanted to live vicariously through me.
Yeah. I think I was just like, I've heard.
Dom, will you just start shagging so I can hear all about it? Please, God, I've been married for 10 years. I need some stories.
No. I'm sorry for listening.
But anyway, my very, very
confusing me with Phil. Anyway, go on.
My very first day, and I couldn't believe what happens on these apps, by the way. I remember thinking, bloody hell. Because I got married and stuff when I was really young. So I didn't really date or anything before.
Yeah, you weren't really young. You weren't 18.
But I was 23.
23.
It's young enough.
Well, I was 26. I think it's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
But anyway, go on. They didn't exist back then, did they?
So, and I didn't get... Meeting women was harder then.
Yeah.
So then I got on the dating apps and you're instantly just paired up with women. It's unreal. And then... So anyway, I matched with someone... It was COVID-y time, so there was still a bit of restrictions. Arranged to meet at Pret in Leeds because you were allowed to have coffee outside. So when
sat freezing cold.
Yeah. And I got there and she didn't look exactly like her pictures and I was a bit miffed off. But I was like, well, I've got a date again. I've got to remind myself what this is like. So it was going really well.
I want to ask some questions that goes along because I do find it
please do.
How different was she?
Not a lot different, but
just different coloured hair.
This is absolutely awful. But sometimes people's mannerisms, and I'm sure it's happened with people towards me as well. You think, oh, I don't like that. Anyway,
a mannerism.
Ooh, anyway, no, it wasn't that bad. But anyway, she was really nice. Like, it was good, and I'd explained it was my first date, and she was quite excited about that. She was asking me loads of questions about my life and stuff, and I was to her. It was great. I thought, well, this is actually going all right. So I'd had a couple of coffees by this point, so I went inside Pret to go for a wee. Okay, so I went for a wee.
Oh, not poo.
No. Came back out she was like a different person. She was really raunchy.
Eh?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh God, I cannot tell you what I wanted to do to you in that toilet." And I said,
"What, in Pret?"
Yeah. And I said, "Oh, well, thanks." Bear in mind, I was a bit scared about dating again anyway.
God.
And then this happened to me, and but mate, she said something really like, I don't know which of your categories for the show this fits in.
Cringe of the week, maybe. I'll get it ready. Go on. What did she say?
We might have to bleep this out.
Okay.
But she said, "I just wanted to suck the skin off your..." Yeah. Yeah. So I basically made my excuses and left and did what I now know as ghosted her.
Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry. Hang on. This is a better one.
Oh, you naughty boy.
Yeah. And
She said that.
Yeah, I know. But my first thought.
So did you?
So when I told her,
are you like nervously laughing at that point, and you're thinking,
yeah,
right,
nervously laughing.
now
but I said, "I'm really sorry. I've got to go back to work." Like I didn't say that's disgusting. I'm off. I said I've got to go back to work.
You showed some respect.
I got back to the office and told the lads, and they were all laughing. I go, "Bloody hell, that's a bloke's dream, innit? Get in there, get in there." And my first thought when she said that to me was, how many blokes has she said that to?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're going into that conversation with that confidence, and it's the first time you've ever done it.
She's speaking from experience. She's got a few quips lined up,
yeah,
hasn't she?
so there was that.
So was she suggesting you go into the toilet and pret?
Mate, no, she was just telling me. I think she was trying to be like, God, yeah.
What happened in between you going to the toilet? You spike a drink or something?
I didn't do anything.
No, what's the opposite of hypnol?
I think she was just attracted to me, and that was the issue.
What she thought about it? Well,
it had been COVID. It might have been a while, to be fair.
The thought you went to the toilet getting her all worked up. Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, there's loads. Dating is a nightmare.
What was the first app you went on then?
I think Tinder was the only one I knew existed then.
Ah, right. Well, it was the most popular one. And how many are you on now?
Apps or dates?
Apps.
3.
That's too much, isn't it? Too many. You're juggling apps.
The whole thing's too much.
Conversations.
Dating is and maybe let's do a dating special next week.
I just think we should have a feature.
It is an absolute nightmare. I was dating an American girl. She's so cool. She's from Brooklyn. I was more in love with not in love, but I was more into the idea of dating someone from Brooklyn than the actual person.
Want a bagel?
Because actually, she wasn't a very nice person. I've spoken to you about this on the phone. And I said, I don't know what I'm doing here. She's awful.
But can I say, in the end...
But she's like, Dominic. And I was like, oh my God, yes, please.
We'll tell the listeners what you did, but in the end, you did the right thing.
Yeah, I've been off because... No, we can
Sounds like we're getting rid of the body again.
But I'd basically, we'd been on a day out. We won't say what it was because it's rubbish. But then... She said, I need to I'm travelling, so I need to pick up some cigarettes. Another red flag, she smoked, on the way back. So I said, it's all right, I'll swing by Leeds and you can pick them up. It's on the way to dropping you off anyway. Nice Dom, doing a good deed.
Yes.
I had to drive through the centre of Leeds, so it's definitely cost me an absolute fortune because I got a bus lane ticket somewhere along the line. And then, so I had to go into a car park to wait. And
pay to go in there?
Yeah, pay to go in. £2.50 it was. It had those number plate sensors, so I couldn't get away with just waiting. And then it didn't use any of the apps I already had, so I had to download an app. Then it didn't use Apple Pay, so I was like, "Oh God, I don't have my physical card on me. I can't do this." And she said, "Oh, me neither."
But
for £2.50. But earlier in the day, I'd seen her buy a book with her physical card
and probably cigarettes.
Yeah. So for the sake of £2.50, so in my head, I'd clocked out then.
Yeah, you're out.
I was like, I could just leave her.
I'm sorry, I will not be investing in this relationship. I'm out.
Yeah.
And you should have said that to her, and that had confused her, and then binned her off.
But I just want someone nice,
nice
and kind and empathetic and who's fun to spend time with. And she was mean.
Are you going to find it on the apps?
No, well, how else?
People do find people.
How else do you meet people now?
But
I mean, your friends have tried to set me up with people before, and it's been an absolute freaking disaster.
I wouldn't say it's been a disaster.
All right, we won't tell the story.
Didn't work out. Yeah, what you need to do is, I've told you before, put your phone in a cupboard, go to the local pub, and sit in a corner with a pint of Boddingtons.
I live in Berlin Wharfdale. The average age of people sitting in the pub is over 65, and of the women, then they're not my age range.
So what?
Or personality type.
But you just need to, but now and again you will get one. So someone will come in pub, like stars in their eyes a moment, a plume of smoke behind them, like a surprise, and then you'll just turn with your Boddingtons and go, hello. And then this is me romanticizing it, and then she'll come over and she'll be perfect for you.
Yeah, we could write a sitcom about this, my dating life.
You could write a sitcom about many stuff we've done.
There's that episode of Seinfeld where he says, when I like them, they don't like me, and when they like me, I don't like them. It's never were truer words said.
So is this a feature? Dom's dates, does it mean they can do a jingle?
It depends, because if I meet someone, then I don't want to talk about it. But in the meantime, yeah, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah. I've
lost my shit now.
You could remember all the family-friendly ones.
Yeah. They're all family-friendly.
But other than the one that you talked about in prep.
Yeah.
And it'd be good. We'll stick it on
It is fascinating, though. Like, someone should psychoanalyze, me, but also the dating world, because it is mad.
It feels like content now. The dating world feels disposable, like content on TikTok. That's what. Am I wrong? All right.
No, you're right. Listen,
the ease of getting a date, going on a date, like not following through with it, getting what you want from that person.
Once I had it, where I'd arranged to go on a walk.
Nervous laugh.
Get a coffee and go for a walk. Yeah. Really nice. We've not met each other in person yet, but let's arrange this coffee and go for a walk. Unfortunately, this happens all the time with us. I had to say, I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to postpone it because I'm working, but can we rearrange? And she sent me a message back saying, no, not interested in rearranging.
What?
But it's because she'll have been damaged by previous dates from people saying, oh, I'm really sorry, I can't make it. And then they just ghost her or never speak to her again. So instead, she's gone for it. And but the annoying thing is, she was right. I want to rearrange it. That's manhood for this week. See you later.